All right, so we've had a few questions on 16.2. We're going to go over number 13, 14, 21, and 22. So number 13, it says f of x equals 4x minus 3 times 2x minus 1. So this is actually already factored. So all we have to do is just set both of those equal to 0. So we're going to go here, and we have 4x minus 3 equals 0. And then we have 2x minus 1 equals 0. And then all you're going to have to do is just solve for x. So with this, we're just going to add 3 to both sides. And we're going to get 4x equals 3. And then divide both sides by 4. And you're left with x equals 3/4. That's one of your answers. Now the next one, just add 1. So 2x equals 1, divide by 2. X equals 1/2. So those are your two answers right there. Now the next one was number 14. So this is just x, f of x equals x minus a times x minus b. So we want to set that equal to 0. So it's just x minus a equals 0, x minus b equals 0. And then just solve for x. Plus a. So x equals a. And then this one, we're just going to add b to both sides. Plus b, x equals b. So your answers are just a and b. All right, so now on number 21, we have to solve this equation. You actually have to factor this out, which is the easier factoring because there's nothing in front of here. So it's just going to be... So remember, what times what? What are your factors of 1 that are going to add up to 2? So I'm going to say it's going to be 1 and 1. So x plus 1 times x plus 1 equals 0. So we have to separate these out. X plus 1 equals 0. X plus 1 equals 0. Minus 1. X equals negative 1. And then you'd get the same thing over here. So x equals negative 1 is how you're going to solve number 21. So you just have to factor these out. And then you have number 22. This one, you have to put it in the correct format. So we need our x squared plus bx plus c equals 0. So that's the form we need to put this in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 2x squared to both sides. Plus 2x squared. Now this is going to actually cancel out and be 0, so we're going to get 0 equals 2x squared minus 12x plus 18 equals 0. So I'm going to rewrite this, and we'll change colors. So it'll be 2x squared minus 12x plus 18 equals 0. So you notice that these are all even numbers, and we can factor out actually a 2. So you can actually divide everything by 2. So it'll be x squared minus 6x plus 9 equals 0. Now we have to factor this. So it's going to be the easier factoring. So it's going to be x equals 0. And you notice that this 6 is a negative. So we have to find our factors of 9. So what multiplies to get to a 9 that adds to get to a negative 6? So I'm thinking of like a negative 3 and negative 3. So x minus 3 times x minus 3 equals 0. Then since they're the same thing, you really only have to solve one of them. So x minus 3 equals 0. Add 3 to both sides. X equals 3. So I hope that helps there. And I'll talk to you about the word problem on number 8. We really don't have to worry about that one right now. I'm not really going to assess you on that, but I can go through it if you'd like to in the next video. But I hope this helps, and let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.